Hey there. Good morning, Shauna.
Good morning, Mike.
It's Friday. It's nice to see you. What's up with the voice?
I don't know.
You don't know? You tried something out? How'd it work for you?
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out? I thought it was a really good try. I was kind of like, interesting. So we're going to be live today on 3 different platforms. Miss
YouTube,
Shauna.
Twitch, and Twitter.
Very good. So thank you guys for joining us today. We do roll call to start with, Shauna.
Yeah, all of our agents are always present.
Yes,
I
they are.
know. And if you're new, please chat your name in. Let us know who you are. We don't want you to be another number. We want to welcome you into our family chat. So please let us know who you are. We know we've got some new people have been hopping on, and thank you for joining us. I hope
Very
you find
good.
this valuable.
Yeah, this is episode today is episode 610. So there's that.
What is that?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Random fun fact for everybody out there. We are going to be covering 2 different topics today. Topic number 1 is going to be commissions. They're currently under pressure.
Yikes.
And what are you doing to earn them? Yes, earn. That's topic 1. Topic number 2 is going to be the Acquisto Real Estate website is getting a complete overhaul, and we're going to show it off for you. So
I'm
we
super
want you to be
excited.
able to see that, and
Good stuff.
we want some comments and feedback. So we're going to discuss that during next week's agent workshop. We're trying to give this to you so you can look at it in advance
Sneak peek
and be prepared.
and be thinking about it.
Yep.
And have some good discussions next week.
Very good. So take these links down when they come in from the overview and grab them down there, and then you'll have them yourself, and you guys can take a view.
Yes.
And today's real estate word of the day is going to be escrow disbursements.
Oof.
So we'll go over that. Obviously, we're going in order here, right? So a lot of escrow stuff, and we're
I'm glad we
covering
just
that
say
bad boy.
the definition. I don't have to spell it out like a spelling bee.
Yeah.
We've been having some
I
long
think we
words here
should.
lately.
I think we should. We're going to start having a spelling bee. I would be out in the first round.
Yes.
So it goes, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
And show me your listings, right?
Yep. Show me your listings is immediately after TNT. You guys have the link to the Zoom, and we'll hop on and talk about our new listings that are just listed, coming up, all that good stuff.
Friendly reminder, no bro lunch this week because it is the 4th of July. A lot of people out of town, so no bro lunch. And Katie is getting hitched.
Oh, tomorrow is Katie's big day. Congratulations. She's probably not on because she's probably, getting all ready for her big day tomorrow, but you guys might want to send her a text and say, congrats.
Very good. So that's tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow.
Hit the bell. Commissions are under pressure in the real estate industry. What are you as an agent doing to earn them? Yes, we said earn.
Yeah.
We're going to discuss that. That is Shana Acquisto. She happens to be a real estate broker and a luxury one.
And
at
you
that,
too.
Nonetheless, yeah.
Wow.
I do a decent job, just barely above average. That's what I'm shooting for every single day.
Me too.
And what we're going to do is we're going to discuss that fact that we can't actually discuss the commissions and or the percentages, so we won't do that.
No.
We're going to talk about how you as an agent can be providing value, no matter which side you happen to be on during the transaction. We're going to talk about differentiating yourself. We're going to talk about showing and demonstrating all that value to your client. And it's super easy to discount. Super, super easy. But it actually doesn't help your client. So
It really
let's go
doesn't.
ahead and start at the top, Shauna.
All right. So you guys know that you can't talk amongst other agents about commissions, right? You don't want to get involved in that. If someone hears about that, they could turn you in. You could be in big time trouble because it's considered price fixing.
So we're not going to discuss the actual amount.
Right.
But rather what we're going to do is discuss the fact of you as an agent providing as much possible value and showing the client that you are worth all of that.
And I
whatever it
do
happens
think
to
a
be.
lot of you are seeing now that, the realtor commissions are the first thing that people want to cut. They think the market is great, and I don't really feel that I need to pay that full commission that you typically charge. Same with the builders, right? And we've talked about this before about how it's really hard. You know, I get calls from our agents and they're, you know, did you see the commission offered in this? This is ridiculous. It's like 50 cents. Literally. So it's not good. And so we can sit here and complain about it, or we can try to do something about it, which I think we need to, you need to do something about it. That's really your only choice.
So where I think a lot of this comes from recently is number one, technology advancements,
Yep.
and the pushing down of the whole brand of realtor or agent or what that means.
Right.
So a big national company, Zillow, is now identifying local agents as not realtors or agents, but as local guides. And what they're saying is, we'll set you up with a guide. So a guide gets paid a different amount. You might take a guide fishing. You might take a hunting guide. You might have, I don't know, whatever that happens to be, right? And they get paid a certain amount. They're professional at what they do, but they're trying to change the word and change how consumers view that. They want to take the search to be the primary item, not the person.
Right.
They want to make their national brand the brand, not the realtor with the R, right, as the brand.
But is this guide actually guiding you? Are they looking out for your best interest? Are they working hard to get you top dollar for your property or to get you into a property if you're a buyer? I don't know.
They just want to have that person show you around, you know what I mean, and introduce you to the property. And they want to turn it into just simply a person who's opening the door or providing you a key or giving you access, right? Meeting you and making sure they protect the property.
Yeah.
We obviously see it as very different, that the realtor provides extreme value. They have local market knowledge, right? They have the best interest of the client at heart. They have all these different fiduciary duties, which you guys all know very well, right? And right now, the reason it comes to mind the most is when prices jump up. Then all of a sudden you look at your same property. And let's say your home was worth $300,000 before, and you go ahead and you multiply that number out by a percentage. So in your mind, you can just go ahead and do that. And then you think about what that amount is. And you're like, okay, fine, I was all right with paying the realtor that commission. Now, what happened is my property went up in value, and it's now worth a higher number. So let's say that time evolves and it becomes worth 500, right? Now all of a sudden you do that same math in your mind, and you're like, that agent's not doing any more, right, in their mind, and there's a challenge. Then imagine that the market goes up again, and now we're at a much higher number than 500. You know, now time's passed and market conditions and whatever, and now we're at 750,000 for this same property. All of a sudden, the person's like, whoa, wait a minute. And to me, it always felt like somebody was willing to allow you to make a certain commission until the digit became one more digit. And as soon as it rolled from being 4 digits to a 5-digit number, they became like allergic to paying you more. They felt the realtor was worth that much, but not, you know, just like that became a problem when there became one more digit on the total commission.
But if you look at the flip side, they were happy way back selling their home for $300, and now they're at $750. So wait a second. So, you know, I've heard several times that I don't have it to pay. You know, there's not enough net that we're going to get to pay you your commission. What? You were fine at $300, now it's $700. So that really doesn't make sense. And I think it's just a perception of what realtors do, right? So you do have to provide value. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But something you can do in these situations when you're at a listing appointment is say, you know what? I'm going to show you something. If your home sells for less than this and you accept an offer for less than this, I'm fine with this price, this commission. If your home gets sold for above that, I'm going to take that. And they'll probably be like, okay, and they'll agree, right? But I think you have to show them on paper
Well, so you
kind of what
actually,
that looks like.
Yeah, but you can't do that. You can't have a variable commission,
Yes, you can.
depending on the price.
You can have it in your listing agreement.
That
You
if
could-
it sells for X, that you get.
So the variable commission in the MLS would be different, right? That means variable if you sell it versus somebody else. So if you sell it and you're representing both sides, then you're going to take a discount because you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
I'm
You think
outside my
that's wrong?
I'm outside my depth. I don't want to comment and say if we can change commissions based on what the property sells for.
Well, let's verify it and we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, we will. And so this isn't like a Mike versus Shana thing. It's just like an I'm not sure thing. And I
Yeah.
don't want to dive into specifics on commissions. I want to talk in generalities.
Okay.
So let's retract what we currently just said.
Okay.
If we could. Retracted. We're not discussing that. But I do want you to provide values.
Okay.
Right? And I want you to show and demonstrate that to the client with what you have.
Yep.
Right? So you have to provide value. You have to show that you've been to the local school, that you know the items, that you know where the hike and bike trail is, that you know all those different items when you're looking at it from a buyer's perspective, right? And make
Right.
sure you do that. It is super, super easy to go in and say, I'll discount it. But then what happens is you don't really give your all to the client. And that's where the real problem
No, it's very
is.
true. You're right.
Okay? So, I think we're done with that. Give me the escape hatch. Let's get out of here. So, we've been working for a while, guys, and we have something to show you off. This is the Acquisto Real Estate new updated website, and this is not currently active, but this is a live preview for you.
Yes.
So you can see what the design is going to look like.
Yep.
So we've been very happy about how this is going. We're going to be discussing this during our next agent workshops, and we wanted you guys to see a behind-the-scenes preview so that you could give any comments. We want to see and hear all from you.
Yes.
That is Shana. She's been extremely patient with this whole process. She's been investing a lot of money into this, and now we have something to kind of show off.
Yeah,
So we're
this
going
is
to
gonna be
take and
great.
go ahead and split the screen and show you guys what we have. All right. So over here, let me grab the mouse and kind of show you. So this page right here is the main property page for any one specific property. And up top, we have the price duly noted up here with the fact that it is for sale, the address, the MLS number, and days on market. Then over here, we also have the beds, the baths, the square footage of the property. And then over here, we have the lot size. Then directly underneath where we are, we have the price per square foot and the year built. So that shows there. There's a lot of people that have been asking questions about year built and want to have a home that is a certain age. Okay, so that is
And price
underneath
per
there.
foot.
Yeah.
You know, we as realtors kind of cringe on that because we know that when it's being appraised, they are not looking at the price per foot. But a lot of people use that as a guide to understand where the market currently stands and what's the average price per foot. So
Yep,
it's good to
absolutely.
have that for the public.
Then we'll be listing out the facts and features, nearby schools, real estate professionals, so that we have them all listed here. And then we have the overview section as well. So these will have the next button so that we can click there. We're trying to make the call to action extremely kind of in your face and stand out, to email the agent, call the agent, schedule a tour, or underneath here is submit an offer. So we'll work through what each one of those would be to make it extremely easy. Some people
cool
want
is
to
that?
actually call, email, schedule, and we're trying to make it extremely, extremely easy for people to go ahead and do so.
Okay.
We have icons underneath here showing off everything that currently is going on with the property and giving you all the big major details on which one it is. So we're trying to incorporate directional facing. That's one that I
That's
hear about all the
huge,
time.
yes.
So I think we'll be able to work that bad boy in there for you, and hopefully that works out well. Okay. Then as we go over here and take a look, what we're going to see next is we're putting the interior features next here, including the room dimensions up high. What I did is move lower down. Most people put the overview section right up top. And what I feel is people don't read. So I don't know if anyone else has the same opinion as me, but I see a true lack of reading in America today. And I'm just thinking that they like more details along these lines, so it's a little easier to see.
Yeah.
We might even go more icon-y down here, so that's something that I'd like to discuss with you guys and get your input. If you like more of the icons or you like more of the text. So we'll discuss that as we kind of go through it. Property details, construction details, utilities, these will each open up so that you can click on them. We'll, of course, have the large property photo right over here with the other ones underneath. The ability to click on floor plan and see that, street view, and 3D view as well.
That's exciting. I like that.
You do?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Nearby schools, this is a nice graphic representation of the schools and what they have right nearby them. So we'll see this next, showing the elementary, middle, and high school. We do have an extra one for if there happens to be a fourth school that they happen to go to, whether it's a junior,
Senior high.
yeah, junior and senior high or something along those lines. So it's there. Trying to make it nice and graphical in presentation so it pulls in all that information for you.
And the rating. The rating's right there too.
Yep, so you can kind of see that as well as how far away it is from you.
It's amazing.
Then we have the other nearby schools. So if they happen to want to see what competing schools are like, it's kind of like nearby homes. So it'll have all those others listed out in a list view here. Then as we scroll down, we're trying to make the real estate professional more a feature and a function of what's going on here, because maybe somebody connects. So the whole idea that we've been going through for a while now is we've been at each one of your listings been taking photography of you as the agent. So those photos will be the ones that are inserted here.
That's awesome.
Okay, so it's you in real estate looking here, being out there. I just took and put a couple in here of Shana so you could have it, so you can contact Shana here. Okay, so that will be rotating through and putting the agent's information there. We do have finance professionals that will be listed here. The idea is we're probably going to make them personalities as well so that they can see that. So Brandon here, I guess, that's not Brandon, but it's an example of a random Brandon and what it might be, and then we have the second lender directly underneath it. So we'll do that in the same way so that if they personally connect with one of the people over another, and some people, the idea behind that is some people, when they're looking for a property, they're looking to find the agent first. Some people are looking to do the financing first and kind of have that all outlined. Or some people are like, when I find the property, then I'll select the agent and I'll select the lender. So we're just trying to make it easier for them to connect. The idea is that we lean on something and land somewhere nicer and closer to this so that they connect with you as the agent more than just a headshot here.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's what we're leaning towards there.
I love that.
We have travel time. Yeah, I think that's important to be marketing the agent, right?
It kind of goes along with, we want to brand them, and I think it's important for people to connect.
Yeah. Travel time will be turned on or off, and as that happens, you'd be able to add in your destination on where you want to go to from the property, and it'll tell you how far away it is from there. The overview that I pulled from the top and moved that down here, I think that's a little bit better place for it. We do have to list that it's part of Netris and where it comes from and put the listing agent and the company in there. So we're doing it in the middle here so it doesn't stand out quite as much. It has to be on the page somewhere. I think when it's way at the bottom, it feels like a footer. So I'm throwing it in the middle and it maybe even gets lost. So be it. Last time that this item was checked, we'll put when it was updated, was 1 minute ago. I think we have it so it updates every 5 minutes, and it pulls all the real information down every 5 minutes. So as you as an agent updates, then every 5 minutes it'll be in there, updated as it should be, as fast as you possibly can. City and neighborhood information will have the neighborhood stats on whatever the community happens to be. So that will be the HOA, the city, the zip, and the demographics of that area in particular, shown in a nice graphical way, similar to up here with the schools. So we have that all designed and laid out for you. Then in addition to that, we'll have some financing numbers on it, including costs and property tax values, the home value on what it is, so that has the numbers underneath it, the taxes and prices in similar homes. So if all of a sudden you want to get off searching and look at similar neighborhoods or HOAs or other things along those lines, those are all listed down at the bottom. As you get down here, this actually shows the actual property that you're looking at and where it's located. When open houses would be, you could click on there and start looking and seeing the price change if it was up or down. And in fact, if it's a new listing, it'll highlight it right here in line. And then as you scroll down, you'll have other listings that will pop up, and it changes where they happen to be located here if you're trying to compare it to other listings.
Yep.
And then view more, and it opens up.
Good stuff. Lots of information. I mean, on that page alone, I don't know what else they would be looking for. So once this rolls out, this will be great to share, to start sharing with your clients, to show them, you know, this adds a lot of value to an agent.
We're really trying to make sure it's graphical in approach.
Yeah.
We have 3 different views when they are searching and trying to narrow down each of the different items. So across, this is the main search bar here, and they'll be able to put in what all these features are that they're kind of looking for, with advanced features having the most here. But there's 3 different graphical representations of how they can view it. So the map view is currently the one selected here on this screen, showing the 6 major items that we're denoting here, with beds, baths, square footage, the lot size, the price per foot, and year built, getting easy recognition, showing off where that property happens to be. See how it's highlighted here and displayed over here with all the information on it. As you hover over this, it changes to which one is over here. Right. Okay, so that's a traditional map view, but I kind of like how we're executing on that. Then in addition to that, we are adding table view. Table view is a sort feature where you can click up and down and sort by those same features.
I like that.
That we kind of have. In addition to that is days on market. So we added days on market here, so you can click and see how many days. Alternating colors so that it lines out. And then when you hover over it, it shows up over here and gives you the full information right up above it. When you click on it and select it, then you'll go directly back here to the property specific page and see how it's listed here. So that is table view. And then list view is the 3rd different view you could look at, and list view has all the properties listed out in a list, showing how many pages there happen to be, a ... showing you that there's more. So if you happen to be sorted by price, then they would be here with the highest price here, and then the lowest price way over here at the other end.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for it in that regard, giving you a detail of how many properties total come in. These results down here are showing 1 of 30. Results would be shown on this page, and there'd be, if there's 413 results there, there would also be 400 results up here.
Yeah.
But that's just kind of whatever.
That's awesome.
Okay?
So we'll roll this out and show you guys and discuss more next week in our meetings. But this gives you a little sneak peek.
And I do want input on it.
Yes.
So I want you guys to be critical. I want you to say what you really want and what you kind of need in there, and give me all your opinions.
Yeah.
I really do value the opinions. We've spent a lot of time looking at all these different websites to get inspiration from, so that we can draw upon it and find what happens to be the best here. So if you're looking around and you really like a feature or function that you've seen elsewhere, then it's possible that we could find a way to incorporate something similar.
Yeah.
Not exactly copy it or clone it, but find the same functionality and do it our way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is great. It gives, you know, however you like to search. You know, people like to search in different ways. It gives all these options, right? List view, however it is. So
Yeah, those 3 different views I think are kind of cool.
But they still get all that same information. So,
Yeah.
and I think it's not confusing. Sometimes you start searching and you forget where you are and you try to go back and you get lost, but this is really good.
Yeah, the idea is that the property specific page goes ahead and opens up directly over it. So if you see behind is right where you left off, there's an X over here, and you would click on that and it closes right down and you're right back where you were. The ability in the upper right hand corner, so you see the corner of this, that's to hard it and save it, share, and or print, so that you can easily get to any one of those items.
Great job, Mike. You've been working on this for a long time, and I'm very critical and give all kinds of feedback, and so thank you.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging in there with me.
And a shout out to Naz for doing
Oh
an
my
amazing
gosh.
job.
Yes.
to everyone else that works on it. Very, very appreciative.
Dave.
Captain Dave puts in a lot of time and effort here as well. And there's just a tremendous amount of detail work that has to go into this. All the work behind the scenes that's been already done is super impressive. So there's been a lot of time spent on the database. And moving forward, we're super excited. We brought in some people to consult with us.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of investment underlined to get to here. So
Yes.
I do look forward to seeing that. That should be in the description. You can grab each of those different links. And please, it is important that you give feedback now so that we get it exactly right.
Yep.
Later, not so good.
Okay.
Today's real estate word of the day is escrow disbursement. So what we're going to do is we're going to define the word. We're going to use it in a sentence and very quickly discuss that. Shauna, go ahead.
Escrow disbursements, the use of escrow funds to pay real estate taxes, hazard insurance, mortgage insurance, and other property expenses as they become due.
Very good.
Pretty
To
simple.
use it in a sentence, your lender will hold your escrows and disperse them directly to the correct parties when the time is appropriate.
Yep.
Very good.
Very good.
All right. And you'll basically, to discuss it real quick, is you pay in 1/12 each month, and then they pay it all out when it's due, and you don't kind of have to worry about it. You might have to reconcile it, but it kind of is what
I would
it
double
is.
check it just to make sure. But
They'll tell you, like, hey, you're short, hey, you're over,
Oh, yeah,
and
right.
give you a reconciliation every once in a while. That's it. Well, that's a wrap for us, ladies and gentlemen. We discussed only 2 items and talked about them for way too long, but I felt there were some details in there that would be appropriate for you guys. Maybe it was just me, but I thought it was pretty decent. So,
our website's awesome.
yes,
I love it.
very good. We
Okay.
do have Show Me Your Listings that's starting right now.
Yes. So
And
hop
if
on
you
over.
want to go there, that's on your Zoom.
It's on my Zoom.
Okay.
Yep.
So that would be to get directly to Shauna now. We do have a new link up. So we have Zoom meeting with Shauna.com.
And you guys, we emailed out
Yeah,
a
that's a real
calendar
thing.
invite with the link. So you guys should have accepted it. It should be in your calendar. If not, sorry.
Yeah, hey, let's go ahead and split the screen if we could, Omkar, and take me back over here and let me show real quick. If you could. Yeah, nice. All right. So this is on the fly doing this. So this would be Zoom
Yep.
meeting with, and it's not Mike, but with Shauna. So we'll go ahead and type in Zoom meeting with Shauna.com and open it up, and you start the Zoom meeting and you can join directly there. You can also go to zoommeetingwithmike.com and you'll connect to me.
Zoom in
So,
with Mike. It's
Yep,
awesome.
there you go. Zoom
right.
meeting with Shauna.com. See you guys in just a minute. She's done. Let's get out of here. All right. Ready? Ooh, let me move that. Sorry, do it again. Thanks.
Got that?
Got it.
Okay. First topic, commissions.
Do we just want to scratch this in case you think I'm wrong?
Well, no, we'll take the screenshot and then we'll look at it, but I don't want to post this one until, like, on our site. If, in case.
All right.
Ready?
Okay. Just give me a second. And now,
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
second topic, website update.
Ooh.
Website update. Okay.
Yep.
I guess we can look at our screen. Shana?
No.
Okay.
Okay. And escrow disbursement. Word of the day.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Now.
Got it. Thank you, Omkar. Shauna's going to go to show me your listings, and I'll turn off the
Yes,
mic.
sir.
Appreciate it.